Please don't forget, okay? Uh, the other thing I want to remind you, your first test is is next week, next Wednesday. So bring a Scantron, as I've told you before. The test is on 3 chapters, 1, 2, and 3. And as I told you, I'll be providing you a review next Monday.
We don't have to memorize the formula?
No. In general, no. But in some cases, because it's a something very simple, something very straightforward, I will ask you to know the concept, and so you'll be responsible in some cases. But the most of the formulas that we have seen so far, I will provide you those formulas. An example of what I will not provide you. How do you find the market value of equity? It was a question on your last quiz.
Assets minus liabilities.
Market value of equity, market value of common stock, market value of shareholder equity, market value of owner's equity, number of shares times the current stock price. Must remember it. I'm not going to provide it to you because it's something so simple, something that we use, on a daily basis. How do you find the book value of equity? What's the formula for finding the book value of equity or book value of owner's equity? Book value means the accounting value coming from the balance sheet.
Assets minus liabilities.
Total assets minus total liabilities. Total assets minus. So these are examples of things I will not be providing you. Okay. How do you define net working capital?
Current assets minus current liabilities.
Current assets minus current. I will not be providing you. So you may as well write it down. Okay. So if you ask me a question, how do you find net working capital? I will say I don't know. Okay. I don't know. So net working capital, book value of equity, market value of equity, okay, something simple that you must all know. The rest of the formulas that you have seen, I'll provide you those formulas. The ones that you have seen in this chapter, okay, so far, so I'll provide you those formulas. Okay, so what are we doing in this chapter? We are learning financial analysis, okay? It's one of the things finance graduates do. We are hired to evaluate, IBM, is IBM